Hey, welcome. Come on in, Ty. Come on in for your natal chart reading. Well, your new natal chart reading looks like. Um, yeah, I was trying to reach out to see if this was about you. Did you get a new natal chart? Was it the wrong one we did the first time? What happened with that? Like that trickster energy that we're gonna talk about. Like it was a trick by the universe, aka your higher self. Okay, but first, before I get deeper into the reading, I want to just say that it's a lot to unpack. I definitely recommend you a recap session where I will fax you all this information, plus the asteroids that we're gonna talk about today, plus more asteroids that we need to, you need to cover personally in your chart. And I will give you the website too I use. That's if you do the recap session with me. Okay. Now go ahead and get your pen and paper, light your good instinct, and go ahead, unwind, and let's get ready to unpack this new natal chart, okay? So straight out the bat, we going into your chart ruler in your north node and south node. Okay, so your north node ruler is your chart ruler is Mercury. I'm gonna go ahead. I was gonna say the sun, but before I filmed this video, I went to another website and got some my asteroid website. And when I put your chart up there, that's the second website that gave me you as a 0 degree Virgo rising. So we're gonna go ahead and say you're a Virgo rising at 0 degrees of Virgo, and your chart ruler is Mercury. Mercury is in your 12th house. So I want you to write that down. Your chart ruler is Mercury, and your Mercury is in your 12th house. You have Mercury in Leo. Okay. Now, with this information with Mercury in Leo, Mercury is the twin, the sibling, your mind, and is in Leo. Leo is ruled by the sun. So we have to point to who rules this sign, what planet rules this sign. The planet rules Leo is the sun. So we point back to the sun. The sun considered the father. So your father is your twin. Your father is basically you in a sense. Your father is intertwined with your soul, who you truly are as an essence, your as Shay, okay? So by honoring your father, healing your father, like healing that masculine side within you, that creates you good karma, okay? By working with the divine masculine energy. So just say how you work with the divine masculine energy. Create an altar, put like father type figures on the altar. You can put your father on your altar. So like fathers in the tribe would definitely work. I would say put Zeus, Jupiter, Ra, Obatala, like father type deities. Worship and honor father type archetypes. Okay, so you can give that good karma. Okay, but we're gonna remember this with the father and your connection with the father energy, because that plays in a part with your mom. Because of your son, the father is in the sign of Cancer. Cancer has to answer to the moon. Cancer is ruled by the moon. So you see, astrology is like a lot of dots and connecting. Now, say if your son was in Leo, then we just strictly focus on the father. But by your son being in Cancer, we have to focus on the planet that rules that sign. Okay, so play that back what I just said, because I know there was a lot what I just said. Play that back. But we're about to go into the ruler of Cancer is the moon, your mom, your soul, who you are on the inside. Remember, the sun is the spirit, the moon is the soul. Okay, part of it deals with who the person hides on the inside. Remember, the moon comes out at night. Subconscious mind, who that person is on the inside. Okay, you on the inside is Libra. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and give you this insight I figured out. I know who you are, and it came through. I lit my incense, I set the intention. I said we're gonna figure out some things today, spirit. We're gonna get to the bottom of some things today. And then the moon is in Scorpio with the south node, and then your fortune is in Scorpio with the south node right now currently. Like I want to say by, I think it should be now or next month, the south node currently right now as of today, as of to next month, it will cross your south node. It will cross your fortune. Fortune is literally fortune, our fortunate side of us, our luck, if you will. And that goes into the goddess that rules over fortune in a person's chart, Tai Chi. You are the goddess Tai Chi. What happened was I was almost done with, that's why you see it's way up in the bottom. I was almost done with your chart. And I said, you know what, let me go to the asteroids. Let me see. Well, because I started hearing the name Tai Chi and the way everything was pointing, because your fortune is in the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. Pluto is in Libra. Libra is ruled by Venus. Venus is in Virgo. Virgo is ruled by Mercury. So everything points back to Mercury, and then Mercury is in Leo. Leo is the father, your father. So Mercury points to the son, the father. The son, the father points to the mom. Again, going back to Libra. Libra's ruled by who? Venus. Going back to Venus. So I was like, okay, well, let me look into the asteroids, and the asteroids show that Tai Chi, and then your name is spelled with a Ty. So I'm like, okay, okay, dots, okay, okay. And I know Tai Chi is the goddess of fortune. So by your fortune in Scorpio ruled by Pluto, in Libra, and Libra is ruled by Venus. Venus is, like the archetype of money in a person's chart. Comfortability, the Venus rules over Libra and Taurus. Everything comfortable, everything, the person uh, wants pleasurable out of life. So I was like, okay, that's our moon sign too. So I'm like, okay, that's who she is on the inside. Let me go deeper. So I was like, you know what? Let me plug in some asteroids. Let me see. Well, because I knew Tai Chi other name is Fortuna. I said, well, let me see what Tai Chi is. Tai Chi is literally conjunct your moon. So you see how your moon is at 16 degrees Libra? Tai Chi is at, let me see, I got some in the notes. Tai Chi is at 14. So literally 2 degrees apart, she is conjunct your moon. So who you are on the inside, you are the goddess of fortune, luck, abundance, and also Tashi was going blind at one point. So that speaks on to you being lost. And when I say you being lost, you got your North Node rule in the 12th house, Mercury. So there's two dots of being that lost energy, or having to follow spirit, or just going where the wind blows type energy. You have your mind, Mercury, your mental energy, all in the 12th house. So this allows you to see straight through people. The 12th house is, the house of a karma house, but karma house in the sense of what we need to release this lifetime, a water house. Also, where we seek pleasure, how we heal, how we escape. So you really have to focus on mental health, healing your mind. That's why I wanted you to write down Mercury in your 12th house, because Mercury is ruling your ascendant, Mercury is ruling your North Node. Both the ascendant ruler and the North Node ruler ties to your destiny points in a person's chart. So kind of easy, kind of good in the sense that your chart ruler and your destiny ruler are the same, if you will. Okay, it makes it much easier for you to focus on figuring out again who you are, what your mission is, what your purpose is. Okay. Like I say, your North Node ruler, chart ruler is both Mercury. Your South Node ruler is Jupiter. You have another lucky aspect too. You have Jupiter in his home sign of Sagittarius. So Jupiter don't have to look to nobody else. I don't have to go to another planet or sign, because Jupiter rules Sag. Okay, perfect. We can stay right here. So by Jupiter being in Sag, his home sign, you have Jupiter in the 4th house of the soul, who you are privately. Who is the mother, figures. The 4th house deal with the mom, so another more energy on the mom. So focus on your mom will give you great, good karma, no matter how tough or problematic things get. Like your mom, or who you consider a mom, or who you have as like that feminine figure in your life, is meant for you to focus on. Is meant for you to be. Is meant for you to who you need to become. Okay, you meant to become a powerful feminine figure. Okay, your whole chart speak on you being a powerful feminine figure, but also by you having Uranus, I wrote it down, by you having Uranus there with Jupiter too. This allows you to be I had put what it is, rebellious, God, goddess, and I put both male and female, God, goddess energy, because by you having both of them there, that represents you being both energies. And then it shows right here that you very masculine on the inside. You have 7 planets in masculine, 3 in feminine. So by you being imbalanced, it's supposed to be 5-5. By you being imbalanced and swinging more masculine, you're going to attract feminine men. You're going to attract men that may look masculine, but on the inside, they most likely will be feminine. When I say feminine, they may be bitchy. They may be moody. They may complain a lot. They may just be very, very feminine. Okay, basically, now like they may look feminine. They may have pretty aesthetic, like again, like hair, beautiful hair. Very feminine. Okay, very charming, very Venetian. Again, everything to mirror you. in a sense, because your energy swings on the masculine side of the Venetian energy. So you're gonna attract men uh, that swing on the feminine side of that Venetian energy. And with that, you need to remember that with men or with finding a partner, make sure they are balanced. Because if they in that feminine energy a lot, most likely they toxic. Most likely they not the one for you. Okay, so that means that you need to focus on balancing your energies so the universe can balance, bring you somebody that's balanced. Literally balance, Libra, the scales. Um, so come on in, Tashi. Let me know. Research her. Let me know if that resonates. And again, it's your chart. She's conjunct your moon. So I pray to God it resonates and it hits home for you. And the insight you will find out about her. But also, let me see. Let me get into the notes. Talked about the father, the Virgo energy. Let's see. Let me see. Okay, let's see. Okay, you got Venus rising on the ascendant. So Venus rising, Venus considered that's not a good spot for Venus. I think we talked about that. Like your other chart is way different, but also similar to this one, just a little bit in the sense of you still got Venus in a bad position. She does not like the first house. She got Venus in the first house. She don't like the first house. But the moon, you got the moon exalted in the second. That's a good position for the moon. So interesting. You got the ruler of the second house in the first. I mean, you meant to make a lot of money, girl. A lot. I mean, it flows, but you meant to make a lot of money. That's one aspect. Here's that trickster, Elegua, Papa Legba, Eshu, Hermes, Ganesha energy come in at, well, you have all these aspects, these squares. Where is it? No. Where is it? I have wrote it down. What's it there? Oh, yeah, the octopus energy. Okay, yeah, you have all these squares. You have 13 squares, meaning 13 uh just picture 13 people come and jump you. That's 13 different squares aspecting your career point, the MC. The MC is the career point. So this is like your public image, who you are. So that's why when I wrote this down, I instantly saw in my vision an octopus. Octopus have like what is 6, 8 legs, and they all doing something. Like just picture like the Hindu goddesses with like the 6, 8, 10 arms. It's showing me of you like constantly moving, constantly having your hand in something, or constantly moving between timelines. Again, one hand over here, another hand over here, another hand over here, another hand over here. Like I say, like arms everywhere, like a supreme mother goddess type of energy, like that Shakti, that Kali energy, like those supreme Hindu goddess. There are Saraswati energy, um, with that Vishnu energy. I'm picking up on. That's where the trickster energy. That's why I wrote down. So I want you to research Papa Legba, Eshu, Hermes, Elegua, um, and Ganesha energy. Those are the tricksters, that Mercury energy. And the reason why I want you to focus on it because you have Mercury in the 12th house. The 12th house also deal with the past life. What you were right before you came down out in the physical world. The 12th house is the womb of the universe, okay? The 12th house allows a person to see what were they doing right before they came down. And you have Mercury in the 12th. So it's very interesting. It's like that's why I wrote down your chart is like a contradiction. It's like you meant to release this energy, but also focus on it by your North Node being there. Okay, because your South Node dealing with Jupiter and the fourth house, the home, the mother, the family, the roots, the ancestors, shows that a big picture, a big energy of like not being here, knowing it all, seeing it all, being that goddess energy, like I say with that energy there. But now it's time for you to focus on the details. This energy up here in the fourth house allows you to focus on the big picture, overall everything, the all. But this lifetime you meant to focus on the opposite of the all, the minor, the little details. Like how they say the devil in the details. That's why Mercury is like considered the devil, even down to his glyph. It looks like something with the horns. So you meant to focus on that devil type energy. That's why I wanted you to research those trickster gods because they deal with it, like tricking people, lies, gossip, different things like that. And you could be very intense. People may, you may come off intimidating to people, in that sense of like when I say intimidating, because you have a whole lot of, well, I wrote it down. You have a whole lot of, where is it? You have a whole lot of Pluto. That's why I wrote down with your North Node, because Mercury in your North Node, and then you have Mercury. What is it? You have Mercury square Pluto. That's one of the squares to do with your career. So it's like, and remember, Mercury is your mind. So you must master and heal your mind. You must work on your mental health, mental health, mental health, mental health. Okay. And but Pluto is involved. Pluto is the dark side of life. Pluto is hell. So this book right here, I want you to screenshot that. That's the book of Pluto, and I want you to read that book. This book will give you so much understanding about the energies of Pluto, how to work it, and why. Uh, Spirit wants you to focus on it. It breaks everything down. It's an intense book, but it will give you good insight on that Pluto energy. Because, like I said, a square is fear, a square is unfinished business. So you have unfinished business with the devil. You have unfinished business with Hades. You have unfinished business with collecting souls. Pluto is the soul. Some more homework. If you got Netflix, watch Blood of Zeus. I want you to pay attention to what Hermes do when he runs around and collects all the souls and help out Zeus and things like that. And then again with Tai Chi, Zeus is our father. Very interesting. And then you got Jupiter on your south node. So you were Zeus, Jupiter energy in your past life. So that's why I really want you to focus on honoring that father, honoring who you were in your past life towards your father energy. Okay? Very interesting how your mother and father energy intertwine with each other. But back to the Pluto Mercury energy. So with that you must pay attention to everything people miss. But also don't just focus on other people. You must focus on yourself too. Be the detective, okay? So focus on what you miss, what other people miss. By reading this book, it breaks it down to what like how small things you can miss. That's where that Mercury come in and focusing on the small. I'm about to point to it. That Mercury in the 12th house focusing on the small detailed things. This book will help you understand what I mean deeply, clarity on what I mean by the small things. Like one excerpt in this book, the guy and his wife was on a boat and they was riding around and they was about to crash because they was heading I won't say they was heading in one direction. It was on their way home or something. It was in this book. It's on their way home, and by he putting, I think it was like a beer can, some type of metal next to the compass. By him putting that, see, small detail, by him putting that cold drink can or beer can next to that compass, it threw the compass off. So that's what I mean by small details. Like by him putting it there, it threw their course off and they was about to crash and run into like a destruction, a Pluto type situation. They could have died. It's all in this book. They could have died. And but it's off not paying attention to the small details. If he would have never put that can there, the compass would have brought them straight home. But by him putting it there, it threw them off. Okay? So again, paying attention to the small details to things, paying attention to what people are not saying will help your journey. So being a reader, being everything what is it? What Pluto is. Also another good show to watch and learn about Pluto. Watch the show Lucifer. I don't know if you ever got into Lucifer. It's on Netflix. Really, really good. Really, really good. It broadens your mind with the archangels and their perspective and stuff like that. Very good show. Very good show. But Pluto is the soul's desire. And again, on the show Lucifer, Lucifer looks in their eyes and asks them, what do you truly desire? That 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 is Pluto. Pluto is the soul's desire. Mars is the human 3D ego desire. Okay, so focusing on the soul desire uh is Pluto energy. Okay, and that's good for you to focus on. And then Pluto rules over other people's money and other people's shit too. Literally, other people's shit. Pluto rules over the eighth house. Eighth house is the private parts, the butthole, everything with extraction. You know what the butthole does? You know, release. Eighth house Pluto energy deal with releasing. So you meant to help people release, heal, transmute, transform. Very mercurial. You are very, very mercurial. Okay. Um, Let me see. Yes, I wanted you to understand Pluto. And like I said, if you do a recap with me, I'll fax you all this. I email you all this where you could print out for that recap session. Let me see. I want to make sure I cover. everything on the page, the front page. Okay. Rules over women, people with fem energy, and like I said, that goes into your Venetian energy. By you having so much Libra in Venus, like Venus is speaking and ruling your chart heavily. Okay, heavily. Venus, Pluto, Jupiter. Those are planets to work with. Venus, Pluto, Jupiter, uh, the moon, and Mercury. Those five. For you to work with, honor, research, understand, build a connection with, and pay respects to those five planets to help your energy and to help you have a good life on this physical plane by honoring those five planets. Okay, yes, intense, hard to work with. You have Lilith in the sixth house. So by Lilith in the sixth house, you can accumulate a lot of debt. You can accumulate because the sixth house deal with credit and money we can't touch. So like how somebody get paid, like oh, you know how people get paid, like direct deposit. That's all sixth house energy. Getting paid digital money. That's the sixth house. And you got Lilith there, so you might reject digital money. You might not understand digital money, or you might be so obsessed with it, or somebody else could be obsessed with any money you get digital. Like say you get a cash out, say you just did a job and you made like 600 or some dollars on it. The person pays you through Cash App, and just out the blue, somebody might come up, oh girl, oh Ty, I need help, I need money, da da da. So you got to send them money through your Cash App, send the money you just made, and send it the digital money to them. The money you just made through again digital money Cash App to them. So it's like because Lilith there, Lilith deal with rejection, Lilith deal with intensity, Lilith deal with things being taken from you, but where you also have to stand your ground. So really research Lilith in the sixth house and understanding that part of it. But you might not get too many people talking about what I just said about the digital money. They'll just talk about co-workers and stuff like that. So yeah, that goes into what I was saying with the hard to work with. You might not get along with co-workers. You might need to be independent or working for yourself with Lilith in the sixth house. Also, you have soulmates from hell, aka you got Juno in the eighth house. Eighth house is hell, like I say. Pluto rules the eighth house, the underworld. A person, again, private parts, secrets, darkness, your shadow, the soul's secrets, okay? And also, the eighth house rules over pimps. Eighth house rule over people trying to run, rule you, control you, possess you. The eighth house deal with possessions. Also, your soulmate could be in the other dimension, or like I say, hell, like because the eighth house rule like the underworld. So your soulmate could be Hades, could be Pluto or Pluto type person, could be somebody that's very very dark, somebody that's intense, somebody that wants to possess and control you. Okay, so watch out for that energy. Uh, Past life. I talked about the twin energy in the 12th house. You could have issues with the siblings, hurt by them in the past life. Your mind is different. Your mind is in a different world because the 12th house deal with other dimensions. So that's why I talked about time travel, jumping timelines, traveling, moving quick, astral projection. That's all that 12th house energy. Also, tantra, sex, occult stuff, anything secret. That's the 8th and 12th and 4th house, okay? 4th, 8th, and 12th house. Those three houses deal with secrets, privacy, and things people like to hide, okay? Let's see. Touched on the octopus energy. Let's see what else. Let me see. Square. Touch on the squares. Did I? I said 13. Wait, no, 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 no. No, no, no. Wait, let me see. Yo, no, your MC is in 13 aspects, but you have 16 squares occur the most in your chart. And that deal with famous people. And with that, you have 2 points that deal with constantly changing careers. Constantly, 1 minute doing this, 1 minute doing that, 1 minute doing this, 1 minute doing that. It's like a constant change until you find the right avenue, till you find some. So you might be doing your sole purpose, but it's like, no, I need to be doing more. Like I said, your hand needs to be into like 6 different pots. You should have multiple streams of income, basically. Um, and then by you having Chiron on the MC, I want you to really research and understand Chiron and who he is, what he was, and the mythology of it all, because he's on your MC. The MC is the highest part of the chart. See, look here, right here. Chiron also is the key. So you want the key to your destiny, the key to your life, the key to understand who you are. You want to focus on Chiron. You want the key to your life. That's Chiron energy, okay? And you have Chiron in Gemini. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, the twin, the sibling, the mind. Your key this lifetime is to have the key to your mind, your understanding, your words. Gemini rule the words and also the hands. And when you got the karma, well, you got Saturn, Pluto in Fortuna in the third house of the hands. If you're not using your hands, like I say, having your hands in multiple things, you're not on mission. I want you to write that down. I am not on mission. I am not doing my purpose if I'm not doing something with my hands. Keep my hands busy. Keep my hands busy. Keep my hands busy. Okay? Keep my hands busy. Oh, let's see. And yeah, and a lot of famous people have that because people would think, oh, somebody famous, they got it easy. No, 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 no. Famous people deal with so much stuff. You know, paparazzi, scandals, lies, work, movie. You know, constant doing promotion, this. Like your energy, constant moving, constant being around, constant doing things. That's squares. A lot of famous people have squares. Like Oprah Winfrey, she have a lot of squares in her chart. Okay, you're not going to find a famous person that have a lot of trines or have a lot of sextiles. They don't have easy placements. They have a lot of hard placements or hard aspects. Now they might have some easy placements, but they most likely have some hard aspects. Those two different things in astrology: aspects and placements. Okay, I think that's it. Cover the first page. Almost running out of time. I'm gonna make sure I cover everything. Let's see. I mean, looking at your chart now and the way everything is broken down, it is screaming Goddess of Fortune. I ain't lying. Literally, you have Fortuna in the third house of the hands. Interesting. But Saturn being there, Saturn blocks. Saturn restricts. Saturn like to keep things away until over the age of 30. Over the age of 30. Saturn likes to really hold back. And also master. So it's like the first 30 years of your life, you have to master the darkness, the shadow, everything Pluto. You have to master having large sums of money, then not having money. Having money, not having money. Like a lot of ups and downs with money, finances, and also your words. Having to stand up for yourself, having to speak, having to learn. The third house is the education house. The education house is the third and the ninth house. Okay, so it's like a lot of learning, a lot of understanding and mastering the what? Mind. So please focus on your mental health, education, and growing yourself mentally. So like if you feel like you want to go back to school or take a class on something, take it. Take it. Go get that degree, go get the certificate, go to that class, go learn. That is your karma. Your karma is to learn a lot this lifetime. Okay, remember, your karma this lifetime is to focus on the details. Okay, let's see. Okay. Talk about the planets. Talk about the contradiction. Okay, focus on Mercury things. That's the mind, healing, travel, trade, networking. Research Mercury, everything Mercury Hermes talks about. That what you need to focus on. Also focus on 12th house stuff. Everything in the 12th house. 12th house, like I said, is healing, hidden enemies. 12th house is hidden enemies. And the hidden enemies until you do the work to understand what's hiding behind in the 12th house. The 12th house is your closet. So getting into your closet, understanding your closet, and breaking your closet down. Okay, I'm saving the asteroid talk for our recap if you ever decide to do a recap session with me, because that's a lot to talk about. When I would love to break that down for you, the asteroids. But yeah, 12th house Mercury don't. And yes, Mercury also, you got that in detriment. You got Venus and Mercury in bad placements. I want to say, yeah, you got Venus, Mercury. Now you got the moon position in the good house. I'm looking at the moon. You got the moon position in the good house. The moon likes the second house. But yeah, you got two strikes of Venus. Venus in a sign she don't like, and you got Venus in a house she don't like. She don't like the first house. She don't like Virgo like that. So it's like, and then you'll come. I'm keeping it real with you, because you'll come across astrologers that, oh, there's no such thing as a bad placement. There's no such thing as a bad aspect, bad house. You got to be real with yourself. Yes, be real with that person. Clarity. Yes, it may be bad, but also it means you just have to work extra hard to get it. to get that energy to work, to get that energy to flow. Just think of a bad placement, a bad sign or something as a block chakra. Like you have to work that energy, pay respect, honor that energy, take care of that energy, nurture that energy, okay? So you have to nurture and take care of Venus. Venus is women, Venus is the mom. You must focus on your mom, okay? Mom is Venus. So you have to heal her to clear your father's karma, what he passed down to you. So everything while you have to focus on women, focus on your mom, focus on feminine energies in your life because of whatever your father did women. Your father abused, hurt, injured, or did women wrong in his past life. So your karma, that's why I tell people be careful having children because you pass down karma and different things, negative karma to these children that have to face and stuff, and it's a whole lot. So, but your karma from your father, you have to clear this lifetime is healing women. You must heal women. You must heal yourself. You must heal your mind because you got to clear your karma, your daddy karma, your ancestors' karma is a lot. But you meant to focus on your mom, and that where you get your good karma from, okay? Venus rule over your MC career, so everything around Venus and Mercury is ruling your career houses, okay? Venus work Mercury in Uranus, so having like a home-based business, a home-based healing practice, or going into other people's homes and healing them and working with them is good, okay? Uh, and I think that's pretty much it I want to discuss so far. But like I say, this is your chart. I'm gonna pause and like I said, we do a recap session. I could fax you all this, the notes I wrote down, and yeah, please research Tai Chi and let me know what you think, your perspective on that, and I would love to hear from you, honey. Haven't talked to you in a minute, so yes, reach out to me, and take care. Bye bye.